So the question is, how do I like to tie my shank flies and connect the hook to the shank, as well as how do we put the lead eye on the shank? So first of all, my favorite shanks are the aqua flies shanks. These guys here, they come in a variety of sizes. This is the 43 millimeter, 26, 20. And then I've got the big box of my favorite, the 32 millimeter. So I've got a 32 millimeter shank here in the vise. And one of the things I like to point out about the shank when I'm tying these is I like to actually tie the lead eye on the downturned side. And a lot of people just naturally put that on the upturned, on the upper side. And what I find is that shape of the shank actually helps the fly dive a little bit. It's actually like a face, like imagine like a plug, has like the bill that helps it dive. So you can do a test, stand out in water that's walking speed water, and put a fly that's tied the way I'm going to show you, or a fly that's tied with where it would ride this way in the water, and see which one actually sinks more. Because a lot of times during our winter steelhead time of year, the biggest challenge is getting the fly deeper and getting it down to where the fish will hit it. So, all right, so I've got this shank in here. I like to use a small lead eye. So I tend to use a lot of the hairline dubbing lead eyes. So this is a small lead eye right here. It's kind of hard to see. I'm going to tie that guy on. As opposed to, say, a medium. The medium is a little bit too big. And one of the things I find is difficult for people to cast, and it's challenging to manage it. So one of the things we recently came out with our book, 5 Steps to Winter Space Success. And in that, we show you tricks and tactics to really help you get the fly deeper. And so you don't necessarily have to go with much heavier weighted flies to get the fly to an effective depth. So I'm going to tie in the small lead eye. One of the things I like about having a lead eye on there, not necessarily, it's nice to go unweighted, right? They cast much better. And when you can, that's the way to go. But what I find with by weighting the fly, I'm actually orienting the hook a specific way. And by doing that, it really helps me be more effective in avoiding snags. So the next step, I'm going to be utilizing some Senyo wire. And this is the stinger hook, way we apply the hook. So again, hairline makes it great. It's the Senyo wire. You want to make sure that you get the heavier gauge. So this is the large size. They also have a smaller size, which is great for your, like, say, trout spay patterns and whatnot. This is their smaller size. This is for, I think they say for hook sizes 6 or smaller. So you don't want to use this for your big steelhead and salmon stuff. Okay, so now what we're going to do, I've cut off a piece of Senyo wire. I want this wire to be long enough that I can extend the hook around out the back of the fly. And then also, I like it long enough that I can change out the hook. So if the hook starts getting dull, but the fly is, working well, I like to be able to change out the hook. So what I do is I take that Senyo wire, I fold it over, and then I push the ends through the eye of the hook, and then bring it around the back, and then pull it tight. Now, it's really important here that you get those wires straight. So you don't want them crossing each other. They'll give you kind of a funky hold. You want them nice and straight, and they'll be easier to work with. The hook I'm using here is a size 2 Gamakatsu hook. I like that for my steelhead. If I'm switching up to salmon, I'll typically go with the size 1. And then what I'm going to do here is I'm going to be sure to tie the hook point in opposite of the eye. So the eye is going to ride down. I want the hook point to ride up. So important to have a good base layer of thread here to give that Senyo wire some traction to stick on and hold in place. And then again, I'm just going to line this up so it's about the right length to be able to adjust that hook out should I want to adjust the hook out. The other thing that I like doing here is I'm wrapping this, as I wrap this on here, I'm also putting the wire on the what will be the bottom of the hook. And so that little extra weight that is added on there, that's also is, just helping that fly to ride a specific way. So not only does that, by riding that specific way, does it help reduce the amount of snags that you're going to have, but it also helps that hook point ride up so that you actually hook the fish in the top of the mouth, not in the bottom of the mouth where you could actually get into the gill rakers of the fish. So this is what it looks like here, all said and done. I've got the lead eyes on the bottom here, the eye sloping down. Again, that helps me keep that fly nice and deep. And then the hook point is opposite. Okay, so the hook point is up, opposite of where the position of the lead eyes. So that fly is going to ride in the water a specific way. It's going to help me hook the fish where they should be, in the top of the mouth or in the side, but not snag up on the bottom and lose the fly. So anyway, hey, one other thing here while you're there, our new shirts, Steelhead Dreams t-shirt. It's got the world's best steelhead rivers, the bucket list of rivers that you got to fish right here in the shirt. If you dream about steelhead fly fishing and the best spots in the world, this is a shirt for you. Right now, we're giving $5 to Deschutes River Alliance for each shirt that we sell. You can find them at our website, watertimeoutfitters.com. Have a great day.